Hi, my name is Mark Evershed, and I've been given the challenge to teach you what Tiger's starting to do with his new golf swing. Now, I just love it when a plan comes together, and it is a plan. In the time frame given today, what I can do is get you on track and show you how to follow an organized series of, let's for this sake call them tips, so that you can follow to get closer and closer to what he's doing. You know, if I don't point it out to you, what he's doing, you're going to get halfway through, let's say, on the correct step, and then you're going to move away from it. It's I don't want to say complex, but it certainly isn't kindergarten. There is some stuff that you need to know. What I've done, though, however, because I dislike tips, I don't see them getting you where you want to go. So I put together a very elaborate website called lagandload.com. And in it, you're going to see that if you go to it, and if you use the promo code TGA Guests, that gives you access to the Academy, where you're going to get the full-blown lesson for free. It'll give you a 1-month membership. So we're going to start off and we're going to do these segments. Today's segment, we're going to work on that arm swing that you see him doing. You know, Corey Pavin started this really weird thing years ago, and everyone says he's coming over the top, he's coming over the top. Then, maybe a year and a half ago, you saw Graham McDowell really doing this weird, funky-looking thing. Now you see Tiger Woods doing this over-the-top sort of motion. Well, obviously it's working, so we can't just poo-poo it. It's working well. But if you don't get the total rest of the gist, you're going to try it, you're going to hit it left, you're going to slice it to the right, and you're going to say it doesn't work. Well, it obviously does work. What he's learning to do is swing his arms on plane. Most of you watching this have heard the word plane before, and it conjures up something. I'm afraid, though, it's my position that it doesn't conjure up the correct thing. First off, there's way too many golfers out there working way too much on their backswing and way not enough on their follow-through. So today I want to work on the arm swing. It is the responsibility of the arms to square up the club face. If the arms swing correctly, the club face squares up. It is not the responsibility of the hands to do it. It's the arms. So if you want your club face to get back to the squared condition, you have to swing your arms correctly on plane. This will stop the golf ball from going to the right. Now, I just said this will stop the golf ball from going to the right. So we're putting in place half the equation. Get the golf ball started not to the right. That is the arm swing on plane. I've got a little plane device here, and you're going to have to go for the full story on this. You're going to have to go to the website and get the full one, because you've got to see this. This is something that I think has been driving in the golf world nuts for years and years and years, decades. When I put my golf club, the shaft, on this plane, if you were standing where I'm standing, as I follow that plane, that golf club is definitely going to the inside. People for years have been trying to swing the golf club down the line. Well, that's disconnected, which most of you people have heard about before. That makes the ball go to the right. That's off plane. The killer of this is that absolutely looks like a straight line. But because the club is rising as it's going forwards, it's actually coming to the inside, squaring the club face. And that's, next time you watch golf on television, watch how you see these guys going this way. You don't see any of them practicing going that way. If they thought that way was more correct inside out, you'd see them doing it. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to plead with you. Go get the full information. Little pieces at a time, not put together in an organized fashion, is not going to get you where you need to go. Don't look at what Tiger and a lot of the guys are doing this day and say they're coming over the top. If they were coming over the top, the ball would be going way left. They're not. I agree. It looks like they are. They're not. They're swinging their arms on plane. They're getting their arms to swing so the club face at least squares up. So I need you to put the arm swing in place to stop the golf ball from going right. Then we have to talk about the pivot. Then we have to talk about how the face of the golf club goes through the golf ball. Then we have to talk about educating your hands. I think what we'll do in our next segment, we'll really talk about the pivot. We're going to talk about how the pivot works. Then what we're going to do is we're going to put in place the educated hands. Then what we're going to do is we're going to put in place how the golf club actually goes through the golf ball. So go to www.lagandload.com. Type in the promo code TGA GUEST, and that'll take you and give you access to a 1-month membership on the Academy, which you can get the full-blown lesson each and every week to 2 weeks. I'll come up with a full new whole lesson for you on how this all works. Hope you enjoy. We'll see you on the next segment.